Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I need to get this the music audio right. Last stream, I listened to the VOD and it was a bit too loud at the start. And I was shooting for the green bars almost touching the yellow. But I'm gonna go for a bit below that. Hopefully. Hopefully. It's still kind of loud, but whatever. Whatever. Anyway, greetings, fellow humans. This is, stream 16? 16, there we no, well, this would be like, how do you represent 16 with one hand? That is a good question. You would be like, I guess, one down for the 6th part, I suppose? Who knows? Anyway, today is, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do today. I don't have a lot of time, like yesterday, but, I'm not sure what the move is, and that is an interesting thing, because I have these floors, right? But I still don't see the vision for what the dynamic floors are going to look like. Obviously, I have... Oh my god, it's in test mode. It's not even stream mode right now. Hold on. Project settings. Stream mode is turned on. Okay. So, the issue is... I haven't fixed my green screen yet, so the illusion is broken. No. The issue is... God damn, it's really bad today, huh? Here we go, I guess. I don't know. The issue is really? Is it not? Okay, I need to go to game input mode. Okay, there we go. The issue is this. I don't want the ground to look like that. I want it to look like something else. But what do I have it look like? I have no clue. I originally envisioned that each square would light up as the player walks on them. We could do something like that. It's... I'm not sure how good that's going to look. First of all, I need to invert this because that is not correct. It should start as that and then the red should appear, not the opposite. So that shader is in this one, right? Click here, lab floor. So to invert, that's not too bad. I just need to find it. See, like, that's a bit too loud, isn't it? If it's still going up to that green, like, it should be down to like that, right? That just a bit below the yellow, a tiny bit below the yellow. Let me also pop out chat while I'm here. Okay, there we go. And then, whoop. Nice. Okay, so where do I guess I just change this Boolean right here, invert that, and it should give me the opposite of what it is right now, where now the default ground is the tiles and the red ground represents where I'm walking as the player. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. This doesn't seem good. Aborted manual. Oh, that's fine. Okay, so there's that. Do I even like these tiles? I hate how they're too dense now. They're way more frequent than they used to be. And I'm not entirely sure why. Something to do with the UV scaling, maybe? Did I assign a UV scale? I don't think I did. I mean, there's this right here, but then I need to multiply that by a certain amount. So what if I multiply that by... Now the question is, do I just hard code this? Because who cares? This is already kind of hard coded. Oh, it's the opposite. I need to divide. All right. Okay. There we go. That's more so like what I had before. Okay, that's perfect. And now I need a way to figure out how I can separate by each tile in the shader code to light those up. So what I really want is something like this, where I'm going to lighten them by mixing with white. So vec3 1 times 0.5 instead of whatever the hell this was. And now this will make it look whiter, but it isn't going to be on the grid yet, which is what I hope to achieve. I hope. I pray, and I say, so let's see. How well is this going to look? I mean, at the very least, we can test the colors right now. I mean, it should look fine. It's just going to be lighter. Oh, you can barely even tell. Look at that. You can barely even tell. That is not good. Are they already that light that I need to go in further? Like, what if I make this 8? Should probably make these uniform so I don't have to recompile it every time. I'm not that forward thinking though. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Okay. Yeah, Godot, run it up. I do not hear any music now. That is so weird. Even though the green bar says it should be a bit louder. There we go. Okay. Okay. See, even that isn't that visible. Why is that? And they're kind of merging together because they're hitting the peak. But white should be way brighter than that. So how is that happening? It could also be the fact that I'm lerping it, which makes so it moves directly to white instead of increasing its default value. So maybe I should be multiplying it by itself, give it a little emission, you know what I mean? So maybe it should be like albedo this times 2. Like that. Or I could also darken. Darkening is an option. Okay, yeah. What's the issue with this? Can't multiply vec3 and int? That's, oh, because it needs to float. I was gonna say, that's kind of crazy. That still is crazy. You should be able to do that. For all the overrides GLSL / GD shader have, it's insane you cannot multiply a vector and an int. That should be even safer than a vector and a float. It should be even faster. Okay. And so now, right here, these should glow a little. Yeah, there we go. It's not perfect, but it's definitely more visible to some degree. Man, that second laser is really hard to see. I hope that reads okay. Maybe it's just I'm so distracted with the floor. Okay. Boom. 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 All right. So now I just need to make sure these highlights are clamped to their tiles, and that's going to be difficult. I wonder if the best way to do that is to somehow lower the resolution of the dynamic state texture somehow. Oh my god, why is this so loud all of a sudden? That should be like that. That's perfect. Okay, man, I don't know. And let's put this down. I guess we could just try some things. And the alarm lights make it impossible to look at though. Okay, first of all, let me try 300% increase of ness. This should make it glow, right? And the thing is, I do have well, it's not gonna work because I'm not baking the lighting in with it, but it still is visible, and that's what's important. And then maybe I could add some glowy effect next to it with some screen thing later. See, that's really bright now. That's not exactly what I want. I think the other one's perfect. 2. There we go. So we have to read from this and align it to the tiles. And the way to do that is not easy, unfortunately. Not easy at all. But we do have this Boolean. So how can I use that? I can sort of float. I can floor this UV to some degree. Level texture size. Like, what if I multiply this by 100 and then floor and then divide by 100? What will that give me? What will that look like? I guess we'll find out right now. Yeah, you can save. Ugh, this scene has too many meshes. Now it's having trouble saving. Invalid. Wait, what? This. Okay, let's make it a float. Just be a float. Just ascend and become a float. Okay, there we go. And then we run that. Alrighty, alright. I'm so fucking tired right now. Okay. What does this look like? And there we go. Now it's tiled, but not aligned with the tiles that I want. So I wonder if there's a way I could align them both, because it's pretty clear they're not on the same grid. Maybe, but then like the UVs I use are so arbitrary. Oh, and then it stays lit up. Yeah. That is a tough one. That is really tough. Maybe I could use something with UV though. Something with UV could be used to indicate where like I should clamp, right? That could be completely wrong. That could be completely incorrect. Oh, man. Okay. What does this mean? What does it mean? Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should just abandon this idea. Or here's what I should do is I should procedurally generate the tiles if I'm going to do something this simple. That'll auto-generate the outlines, and I can also increase the color based on its closeness to the texture. That would make a lot of sense, actually. That would work really good. Let's see if I can do that. So to do that, that's going to be a bit more difficult. I mean, I am using world position here for the UV, but then how do I know if it's that or that? I think I just divide, I mod by a certain amount. Is it just world position then? I could do this mod 2 equals this mod 2, but it's a float, so it's not going to accept a mod 2, so I have to floor them also. So let me go ahead and floor, and also int, like that, boop boop, and same thing over here. I'm gonna floor int, or int floor. So we'll do that, and then we'll say bool is offset, and that way we can change the color. So that'll just be a matter of is offset vec3 color 1, which will just make red for now, and then color 2, which will just make green for now, and then I'll put those other colors in later once I get too annoyed by how ugly they look. Okay, give us the grid. Give us a checkerboard, I mean. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, I just nailed that first try. All right, cool. So next I need to darken that and then lighten it if it's on the texture path somehow. Somehow, some way. And for this, do I need to round it in a way, or can I just floor it? I think I should just be able to floor it, right? So let's do this, and then let's go ahead. Here's another thing though. It's gonna be half tiles. So how do I fix that? Because, okay, wait a second. I have to somehow use this offset value in here, because okay, I guess I just use these right here. Watch it. Watch. Wait. Watch this. So if I do this, and then I do if this, wait, what? So what do I do with this information? Because right now it's just a red value. So if R is greater than 0.5, we're going to use the original albedo, else we'll use white. And then what does that tell me? What does it tell me? What do I know? And then also I need to, I mean, the thing is though, is this perfect the way it is? Because it's already on a 1-to-1 grid. I can try. It might not look that good, but I can try. I can give it a go. Okay. Okay. Like that is not well, no, it should, that's interesting. That should be kind of correct. And I think it can be. I just need to fix the scaling issue, because this is scaling by 0.5, or no, it isn't. That's the original. This is the one. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Maybe I do multiply this by 0.5. Okay. And that's still not grid aligned. Why not though? Both of these are rendering using the world coordinates, so why would they not be aligned? Is a question I'm asking right now. That is interesting. Why not? Why the hell not would that not work? Because of this basically right here. I'm not testing on the same kind of grid. But how does that make sense? Because okay, here's what's happening. The UV is being provided whole numbers almost. Right? And so I can't actually accurately test this texture while that's happening. But it is still following me, I think. Okay. Like maybe I should somehow merge this into the one down here. If that coordinate is provided to the texture. I don't know. I don't freaking know. That is a good question. Huh. I don't know. Interesting. I really want to finish this in a fast time, but this is hard. It's really hard. I need to envision the texture in my head. So in the texture, it's not going to be aligned to the grid, but we can sample a point and then clamp that to a grid somehow. And this is a sampled point, which is a world position, which is already set to be whole numbers. Except it isn't. It isn't set to be whole numbers. So maybe I should floor this, and then that will give me more alignment with the grid. Boom, 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 boom. Oh. Okay. What is this? Nothing's happening. Everything is... Fuck, what is the correct color and not the correct color? What? Which one's right and which one's wrong? Is it just not working? It could just be not working. Like, if it's not path, then what? Snaggle 2, Snaggle 2. Same thing I do there. The exact same thing. And then this is the same thing as well. We set the albedo. And then I use the texture to do the glow up from the thing. Oh, I'm way too tired for this. I'm gonna have to cut this one short. I cannot stay focused today. I really need to get some sleep, honestly. But it's such a busy day. No. Yeah, progress. I'm not feeling it. Progress isn't gonna be made on stream today, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh well. Better luck next time. You ever be in class and you just like have that moment where you just like snap and you're like, whoa, I was asleep there? That's what just happened to me. So this isn't going to work, but it's still technically streamed, so it still counts as my streak going on. Well, okay, let me give it one more try though. Because like, I need to find a better way to test this for the whole world. And I am doing that right here with this, because this is how I'm testing it. So, and this is also using the clamp, which I don't want to use right now. So actually, let me get rid of that real fast. That could have been affecting my test results from earlier, even though I'm sure these aren't going to work properly. They're going to do something, maybe. I don't know. Let's hope. Let's see. Let's hope. Let's see. Because each individual pixel, the issue is whether or not they're on the other texture is kind of arbitrary. So how do I normalize the sampling? I'm using this. So I think I'm on the right track by making, like, clamping this somehow. I just did it wrong that one time. So is offset, and then this is assigned to, but I already have this information. I don't really need this. All I need is just vec1, like that. And that's good. I would assume so. Why don't we just try this, see what happens. But it might just be impossible without knowing more information about the texture, which would be fine. This requires math. And now we're back to where we started with this. Okay. All right. Yeah, that is annoying. So for the test here, we need to clamp it somehow. I mean, what if I just floor this? That's not gonna work because it's always gonna be 0. And I need a UV, which is from 0 to 1. So, but this is such a great way to get a UV. And then what if I do the same thing I did before? I multiply this by a certain number, by how big the level is, maybe? So what would that be? That'd be level texture size, and then divide by level texture size. But that's not guaranteed to be precise at all. But we can still try it. hopefully we can still try it. I hope. Okay. Okay. Ooh. It's like perfect. It's just off. It's just off by a tiny little bit. And that's what makes it so frustrating. Is I'm so close. I just don't have it right for some reason, and I'm not sure why. I'm not entirely sure why. Level, could they do something with level texture size? I kind of already do though, right here where I clamp it. In fact, if I wanted this to work easier, I could have just clamped these inside here maybe? Then I was thinking to consider an offset. How do I get the offset? I mean, I have an offset input right here. Level texture start? So can I use that somehow for this whole thing? I don't think I can though. Whew. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, this is way too hard. This is not a stream achievable goal. What the hell? And maybe I have to remove all of this. Like screw this code right here and just always do the coloring code right here. And then I can use that to modify these colors is path. Right? Like, could that work? So let me get rid of this. No, because that's not going to work because it's still going to do the in-betweens because that's when path is color, whatever I set this variable to, is different. So that's pointless. That is absolutely pointless. I need a way to unify the tiles. Huh. And the only way to do that is to get a world position, which this kind of is. Is this not? This isn't. This is a UV. So how do I get the position right here is the world position I'm sampling minus level texture start. So how can I transfer that into a way that's aligned with the grid? How am I going to do that? Okay. Oh no. This is a tough one. I've never encountered this is gonna require some thinking. Let me stretch actually. Okay, chair, please don't break apart while I stretch. My chair's been going bad recently. Okay. All right. Huh. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. So I do check the position, and then maybe here's what I do. I floor this position, right? I floor this right here. That way, oh, that's actually gonna work. That makes total sense. Oh my God, okay. I broke through the barrier a little bit, and I realized what the issue is. I just need to floor the input parameter for the world position, because then it'll be snapped to whatever grid thing it is. I hope. There's still some things that I might... No, it's perfect. I mean, it's a little offset from the player, but I mean, that's what I was going for. Now the tiles are lit up when the player walks on them. Okay, perfect. It's not going to replace that gray mass with, something a little better. Wait, not in there, in here. So I guess I'll just say is path. If is path, albedo times equals 2. And that'll light them up even more, even though they're kind of crazy light bright already. I need to switch it back to the purples. 0.5. Okay. That should darken quite substantially. It did not. Nothing darkened. Everything is suffering. Please. What's good, Turbo? Hey, how you doing? This is gonna be another short stream today. I got obligations and shit. You know how it is. But I think it's doing pretty good now that I've actually managed to fix my issue. Oh, it's so bright because this should be not path, which is a weird way of doing this, but okay. Yeah, hello, greetings. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day today. I'm gonna have a good day depending on whether this works or not right now. So let's see. Let us see. Let's make like a salad and let us see. It didn't work. Nothing worked at all. What? Oh, because of the code down here. This is invalidating everything. Okay. Whoops. And that should make this way darker. Oh, there we go. Perfect. I kind of like that aesthetic, but let's bring it up a little bit. Like this. Now it's still kind of like a tiled floor that's dark. But there'll be clear contrast between that and the lit up tiles when you step on them. Okay. Oh, man. All right. Okay. Break glass. And then they're lit. Like I said, they're still offset because of the what's it called? The preference of float. The I don't know. If I just set this to round, will it magically work? You can kind of hope, right? That things will just magically work if you just do it like this. Or will that break everything? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh. Oh, man. Good-o! Yep. Break out of glass. They are aligned, and I think it's right in the middle. Okay, wow, that worked perfectly again. Wow, I wish I wasn't so tired. I'm on a streak right now. Look at that. That worked. Okay. Now we can use this to add the dynamic flooring I was talking about earlier in a substantial fashion. Ooh, I wonder if it should be more subtle, though. I should have more tiles. Thank you, Turbo. Hell yeah. It's still, it needs a bit more pizzazz, though. It's not right. The floor needs like something else to make it look a little better. Also, I hate this color. I really need to bring it back to the tiles I was using before. Is this Ace Sprite moment? Okay. Do I even have Ace Sprite up here or anything I could use? Not really. I have to go to new game, Godot project. What was this called? Sprites and materials. Scene specific. No. This should be player, particles, noise, world environment maybe? Yeah, lab tiles. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. Just make sure there's nothing too weird in my history. No, this is all perfect. Okay. I want these colors. Give me this. Give me this color back. I want this one. Can I just get it in like a format I can put in my shader? No. Thanks, I guess. I have to, oh God, and I ruined it. Okay, so I need to, I really hate the pipeline of copying some things to other programs sometimes. They are absolutely ridiculous. Okay, let me just go over here. Maybe I should make it an input. I should make it an input, that way I can copy the hex codes over. Okay, uniform, vec3, color 1, uniform, vec3, color 2. And I'm gonna go ahead and pass those right over here. Color 1, color 2. Do that. And then let's find the material wherever it may be, because it's not gonna be in here. In here, this material, perfect. And then, oh, I didn't set source color on them. Boom, boom. Source. Come on, you got this. Source color. And then this one should be source color. And then this is going to copy this hex code right here and then paste it in. That is not what I copied. Ace Sprite has a fucking massive problem with copy and pasting. I swear to God, half the time I copy a color from the color palette, like I'm doing right now for the hex code, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work at all, and I don't understand why. And it's really frustrating. I have to like make sure I double click. I think Control-C is just busted somehow. Boom. All right, that worked. Cool. Okay. And so now the tiles are back to the same color they were at the start of the stream. And then I'm gonna run this real fast and let's see what happens. Let us see what happens real fast. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, that's exactly what I was hoping for. It lights up the tiles as I go on. There really needs to be something better, though. It's so lame right now. Like maybe some sort of light effect that comes up. Then I have to find some sort of recalculate this from the CPU. I don't know. But this is like the same color. So this should be an ultimate improvement, even though I do feel it's kind of meh. It is kind of meh. I wish the tiles were more objecty. I wish they had more depth and stuff, but they just don't. And it's not really going to be a viable solution. Okay. Alright. But they do look pretty nice. It's hard to see when you turn on the alarms, though. So that's another thing I need to take into consideration when I'm doing this. Maybe I could combine the lit tiles with a multi-mesh sort of system like the grass to give it a better impact. Like when I was thinking of the lab initially, I was thinking in terms of there'd be dust on the ground maybe that you walk off or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I add footprints in some way, even though footprints would be hell. Footprints would actually be fucking hell. Well, they wouldn't be that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they'd be like. I've never attempted footprints before. Huh. Yeah, well, I don't know. This is a good progress for a 30-minute stream. I think I'm gonna call it a day for today. Thank you for stopping by, Turbo. I'm sorry I can't stick around for much longer, but I am so tired right now. I gotta take a rest. But quick 30-minute stream, in and out, no problem. I'll be back tomorrow with hopefully more energy and more capability to implement this in a way that I find satisfactory. I would hope. Until then. Why does it say 70? Oh, 7:50. Okay, 7 minutes and 50. Okay, I got you. I got you, Twitch. All right, Twitch, I got you. No problem. Thank you, Turbo. Hell yeah, you too. If you need rest, or if not, that's cool too. I'm just gonna stop streaming, but yeah.